What's the marketing plan to get to these 400,000 specialists over the web?
So we believe we have a compelling value proposition.
That's a way to draw me back in.
You can do it in office.
Again, we're going to target students, teachers, and schools with that.
In many ways, we make the market.
We also have a business model that can create and sustain value.
Graphene. It's stronger than diamond, more conductive than copper. Look, see right through it.
Our clever technology actually serves the ads when you're leaving the site, sort of like the back page of the magazine for the online world.
Doctors lack an integrated system designed to share and aggregate their medical knowledge. And without such a system, it becomes increasingly difficult for doctors to stay ahead of the curve.
We've got an enormous unmet need here with a very exciting technology, and we've got a dedicated team to moving it forward.
We're just simply following your mouse gestures, and when you leave the site, we fire from that split second.
A balance exchange advertisement has a 0.8% click-through rate. And again, this is based on 25 million impressions. So 1 in 120 people are actually engaged by our ads.
So there are 40 million K-12 students in Brazil, and 35 million of them actually do not have access to high-quality education. And that's what QMagical does. We are a combination of content, software, and services.
You're only going to get definitive treatment for your kidney stone if your kidney stone is about the size of your thumb or larger. And this is where calculus is going to come into play. It's going to provide an in-office treatment for the acute management of kidney stones.
There are 14,000 clinics in America, in rural America, and only 7% of them cite having sufficient access to specialist physician care. OneDocWay bridges the supply and the demand here to create more value in the healthcare system by partnering hospital capacity with patients in rural areas who need access to that care.
Graphene is an amazing new material. It's been hailed as the miracle material of the 21st century. The problem, the challenge that we're addressing is that graphene is very, very hard to make. It's hard to make anything more than little nanoflakes and platelets of graphene, and we are able to do it in scales, films this big and larger, and we can do better, faster, and cheaper than anybody else.
So when two men show up at the hospital today, which one is at risk for being readmitted? There is no way of identifying a patient's risk at admission.
We're the only ones that use evidence-based data at discharge to prospectively identify high-risk patients. Then you can use the entire length of stay within the hospital setting to craft discharge plans.
We're here to talk to you about Grand Roundtable, or GRT for short. It's our social network for physicians to not only connect with one another, but also to manage their knowledge.
With everything that is happening in the industry right now, including healthcare reform, changing payment models, and the pressures for health IT adoption, we have a very unique and exciting opportunity to help build a more connected healthcare system.
An early-stage biotech with the vision of revolutionizing the treatment of osteoarthritis.
Patients are forced to endure years of debilitating pain in order to delay knee replacement surgery. We've developed a drug that targets a completely separate site on the MMP13 enzyme, and as such can reduce and completely delay the cascade of cartilage destruction.
On behalf of the Wharton School, though, and Wharton Entrepreneurial Programs, thank you all for being here. Who in the audience either served as a judge or a mentor in the competition? Could you just kind of raise your hand? Thank you. These are the people that helped get these teams to where they are today. Whether it was mentoring one-on-one or providing judge feedback that the teams could then, roll in as they built and built on their plan and to get to the point they are. So we couldn't do it without, there's actually hundreds of volunteers that participate as judges and mentors. So they've been fantastic.
When asked to be a judge for a competition like this, obviously you're in for a difficult task, but at an Ivy League school with a business school like Wharton, it was something I expected to be a challenge, but I have to tell you, you guys did an amazing job.
The winner of $5,000 of in-kind accounting services from KPMG, $10,000 of in-kind legal services from Dwayne Morris, and $30,000 to use toward their business is Right Care.
We're with Right Care Solutions. We're completing the WEMBA Wharton Executive Program, and we've teamed up with a leading researcher at the School of Nursing at University of Pennsylvania, who I've worked with for almost 9-10 years now on the field of discharge planning and readmission management. So we have a proprietary tool based off of her decade of experiences and millions of dollars of NIH-funded grant work that can predict at admission patients that are at risk for being readmitted post-discharge. We're thrilled, we're honored. The competitors today were fantastic. We're excited about our opportunity and glad that we were able to communicate kind of our plan and vision.
Since we've been on the road speaking to investors, speaking to customers for the last several months, we've had an opportunity in very high stakes, pressurized situations to perfect, to hear the pushback, to modify our plans based on the challenges that we've heard from professional investors and hospital administrators.
We were awarded the Janssen J&J Company Healthcare Innovation Grant, and so with this funding and that funding, we're able to actually build a real product and go commercial with it. So the financing is going to make the team full-time and ultimately get this out to more hospitals and affect patients hopefully across the country.